Good morning. The U.S. military has claimed it knocked down an Iranian missile barrage and worked with Saudi forces to strike sites in Iraq that Tehran-backed militias have used to launch attacks in recent days. In what Washington cast as an attempted surprise attack by Tehran, Iran had launched ballistic missiles at U.S. forces in the Middle East, shattering a brief pause in fighting. U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, said all Iranian missiles launched on Tuesday were intercepted. Iran's attack came as the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, visited Washington. Netanyahu said he had an excellent meeting with Donald Trump. The closed-door meeting lasted nearly an hour and a half and was positive and productive, the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, said. Why is the U.S.-Iran war a threat to biodiversity? The closure of the Strait of Hormuz has created conditions for an extreme global biodiversity threat, with scientists warning that thousands of stranded ships could spread invasive marine species across the world's oceans once they begin sailing again. Who else did Trump meet yesterday? Trump hosted back-to-back White House meetings with Volodymyr Zelenskyy and Netanyahu on Tuesday. The Ukrainian leader was seeking more firepower for his air defenses and said, "We also spoke about diplomacy. It's important that the diplomatic process be reinvigorated." Ek news article hi.or tum ek isa news script writer ho jo kaisi b news ko ace rewrite cardo ho jisa breaking news kutera log dekt hi. Tumhara har news ko likely ka apna perspective hoda hi. Tum USA ku audience ko watch behavior ko ake se jandi ho. Or unk mood ku hizab se bina boring kai hi kais be news ko interesting. Curiosity ku soth face ko bina ched chad kai betard se news present cardi ho. Tum USA ku top. News script writer ho jisa YouTube audience retention ku bear may aka se pata hi or audience ko video ko last tak kais hook car ku rakna hi es terra se script ka structure ban 8 ho. Abtum es news article ko ek viral YouTube news video banain ku liya jabardast script liko. Hook damdar rakna starting ku. 30-second kuch ace present karna key log video dekt hilist tak dek. Har ek 0/40th second may logo key retention ko barkara rakni ku liya kuch isa bolna key log video ko dekni may interest banarahi. Script Kostukur ek professional YouTube Kutera Rakna Jo Dil Se Koi Be News Present Karda High. News AI generated or generic SA script Mat Leak Kardina. News Ko ek Feel Kusoth Likna. Taki USA Ku Audience Connect Ho Pay. Video Ka Duratio 330-minute SE Cam Rakna. Ek Damn Tight Engaging. Script Ko Part by Part Divide Kar Ku Mat Likna. USA key audience ku liya yi video bana raha who to American English may likna or USA ku audience ku test ku hizabesi likna. Here's a tighter, more engaging version designed for a US YouTube audience. Since the source article itself may contain claims that are disputed or time-sensitive, this script presents them as reported rather than as established fact. The tone is built for high audience retention, with a strong opening hook, natural transitions, and curiosity throughout. The Middle East just changed overnight. And the world is watching. If you woke up thinking the Middle East couldn't get any more dangerous, think again. According to U.S. military officials, Iran launched a barrage of ballistic missiles targeting American forces in the region. But here's the part that's grabbing global attention. U.S. Central Command says every single missile was intercepted before it could hit its target. If that's true, this wasn't just another regional flare-up. It may have been one of the closest moments yet to a much wider conflict. And while missiles were flying, something equally significant was happening thousands of miles away. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was inside the White House meeting privately with President Donald Trump. The meeting lasted nearly 90 minutes, and afterward, both sides described it as positive and productive. But the timing is impossible to ignore. As tensions with Iran exploded, America's closest ally in the Middle East was sitting face-to-face with the U.S. president. That raises one big question: what comes next? The Pentagon also says U.S. forces worked alongside Saudi forces to strike sites in Iraq that officials say were being used by Iranian-backed militias to launch recent attacks. Washington is describing Iran's missile launch as an attempted surprise attack, signaling that the confrontation has entered an even more dangerous phase. But here's the story almost nobody is talking about. Scientists are warning that this conflict could create a global environmental crisis, not because of bombs, but because of ships. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important shipping routes, has reportedly been disrupted. That has left thousands of vessels waiting offshore. Experts warn that if those ships remain stranded for extended periods, they could unintentionally carry invasive marine species across the globe once they finally resume sailing, threatening ecosystems far beyond the Middle East. In other words, this conflict may not only reshape geopolitics, it could leave a lasting impact on the world's oceans. Meanwhile, President Trump wasn't only focused on the Middle East. Before meeting Netanyahu, he also sat down with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy pushed for stronger air defenses and said the two leaders also discussed restarting diplomatic efforts to move the war in Ukraine toward negotiations. Two major global conflicts. Two high-stakes meetings. One day inside the White House. So here's the bigger picture. The United States is now balancing multiple international crises at the same time: rising tensions with Iran, continued support for Israel, and ongoing pressure from the war in Ukraine. Every decision made over the next few days could have consequences that reach far beyond the region. The question now isn't just whether this latest exchange ends here. It's whether this was a warning shot, or the beginning of something much bigger. If you're following this story, stay close. The next 24 to 48 hours could be some of the most important yet, and we'll be here with every major update as it happens.